this computer. All right. We're joined by Sam Toia, president of the Illinois Restaurant Association. Sam, I know that, it's a big state with a lot of restaurants there, and there's a big difference between Alinea and Gussie's Greasy Spoon and DuQuoin, but no matter what, to each, what's happening in Illinois right now has to be devastating to them.
Yes, that's true. As of today, all 11 regions are closed down to indoor dining. So that's everywhere from Champaign to Springfield, from Chicago to Peoria to East St. Louis. So all our indoor dining rooms are closed here in the state of Illinois. We began the beginning of the year with over 25,000 restaurants here in the state of Illinois, with over 594,000 people working in the restaurant food service industry. We were the largest private sector employer.
Is this, as I've talked to restaurant owners, there's been a kind of a mix of, whether it's just feeling desperate and hopeless to those being angry at the government or the governor, or even just those being angry at people who won't wear a mask and help keep this rate down.
Yeah.
Where should that anger or frustration be focused at this point?
Let's talk about that. So all restaurant owners, operators care about the health and safety of their team members at all times. We've done everything that the government's asked us to do, from sanitizing to distancing to wearing face masks to taking reservations, upgrading our air filtrations. So we're doing everything right. We're a very highly regulated industry. We know how to do this right. It's becoming very frustrating. When the pandemic started in March, we thought we'd be out of this by Memorial Day. Now we're, moving close to Thanksgiving, and we're back basically all indoor dining closing. So I know a lot of restaurant owners, operators are feeling that, the governor might have exceeded his emergency power. And that's why you see some lawsuits have been filed in, certain counties throughout the state. But we've seen it's been dismissed in DuPage County, Cook County, and McHenry County. However, Kane County, the judge there in Kane County, is moving ahead with the Foxfire suit, and we have joined that because we want to make sure we want to make sure that we're supporting our industries throughout the state of Illinois and all the counties. But again, it's becoming very frustrating, and all restaurant owners, operators care about the health and safety of their customers at all times.
Have you talked to the governor recently? Because there seems to be a very, I know this is tough for you guys, but I believe this is the right thing to do mentality from the governor. Is that what you've gotten from him or the administration, or what have your conversations been like?
Yes, we've had communication with the governor. Obviously, he wants to keep an eye, as he said, he wants to keep an eye on this for the next 2 weeks to see if the numbers go down. He's always said that if it got to, he's been open about this. If the positivity rate was above 8.0 for 3 consecutive days or longer, he would close that region, which obviously every region is falling in that category right now. And for him to reopen a region, he wants the positivity rate to be 6.5 or less for 3 days in a row. He said, let's keep an eye on this for the next couple of weeks, see where we go from here. He understands the devastation that's going on to our restaurant industry here in the state of Illinois. What we really need is the government is closing us down. We need the federal government to step up with the stimulus bill, the Restaurant Act, which was in the HEROES Act. And that Restaurant Act was $120 billion for independent restaurants throughout all our neighborhoods here in the state of Illinois, but throughout all neighborhoods throughout the country, because the restaurants are the soul of every industry, the soul of every neighborhood throughout the state of Illinois. So we need the federal government to step up and support the independent restaurants like they have in the past for the airlines, the banking industry, the auto industry. That's really what we need. And no restaurant owner operator is looking for money from the government. But if we're closed down, they need money for the government to stay open, because 55% of the restaurants say they will close if the conditions stay the way they are right now over the next 3 to 4 months.
Well, and the employees, we're not talking about high wage jobs here.
No,
it's people who are living paycheck to paycheck.
That is absolutely right. Team members are, the mental anguish anguish they're going through right now is just horrible. We're coming we're coming into the holiday season, and our team members are just mentally exhausted. It's really taking a toll on their mental health.
You know, as the governor has talked about contact tracing, he says that in their top 3 issues are going to work, are at school, and going to bars and restaurants seem to be the 3 issues that they're highlighting as what they're finding in contact tracing. Are you guys skeptical that the bars and restaurants are that high on the list?
What we are skeptical about, why are we the only business being targeted out? You know what I mean? If that's true, then why is it just the hospitality industry being targeted out and not other industries? Again, what we're trying to do here is all restaurant owners, operators care about the safety and health of their team members and guests at all times. And we're just asking, we had social distancing going on, which was basically about 50% occupancy per restaurant. We're saying, why are we going to 0% occupancy? Why can't we do 25% occupancy with curbside pickup and delivery? Now that won't keep a restaurant, no restaurant model was set, was put together with 25% capacity. But if we could get 25% capacity with social distancing, covered faces, keep open places, masks, sanitizers throughout the place, PPE, along with curbside pickup and delivery and a stimulus bill, that might be able to keep our restaurants in business. But again, we say that every diner should be in a seat. No one should be standing around. Every guest, every team member should have a face mask on. When a wait person comes up to the table, they put the face mask on. When they walk away, they can eat and drink. When the wait person comes back to the table, they put the face mask on. If they have to go to the washroom, they put the face mask on. So we think that there should definitely be obviously we do have face masks, but we think there should, we'll take it farther. We back up, a mandatory that everyone should wear a face mask, because every doctor and scientist will say the way to fight this virus is by everyone wearing a mask. We will bring COVID-19 down if we do that.
Is part of this frustration just with communities that whether it's political, whether it's just a mentality locally that there are people who feel like they don't need a mask, or it's not going to help, or just to hell with the government telling me what to do. The reason this is happening to you all is directly tied to the rates going up, which can easily be tied to people not wearing masks in close spaces. So is there a frustration from your end that folks are maybe not taking this seriously enough?
Again, every doctor and scientist will tell you the one way to combat this virus is for everyone to wear a mask. Who am I to disagree with what the doctors and scientists? So it would be great if everyone would wear a mask so we could bring these COVID-19 numbers down.
So we've, my house, we've been trying to do our best to do takeout from restaurants and pick up from locals and all of that, even through the summer when maybe, even if you could sit on a patio, maybe you don't want to be close to that many people. How important is it for people in communities, whether you're in Naperville or Champaign or Carbondale, to make sure they're doing takeout and trying to support restaurants as much as possible right now?
As I said a little bit earlier, restaurants are the soul of every neighborhood throughout every community. So it's important that you support your local restaurant with, a curbside pickup, with delivery, because again, people go out to eat and are going to want to go out to eat. We will beat this virus sooner or later. And you want your restaurant that is in your community to stay there. And so support them with curbside pickup or delivery. That's what we ask all your, viewers to do. That would be great.
Most of these rates haven't ticked down, anytime recently. And obviously the mitigations are just kicking in, but in the northwest part of the state, where Rockford and DeKalb are, they've been under these mitigations for a month and their positivity rate is up close to 15. I mean, these issues may not go away for a while. How bad could it get out there?
There's no question we see in Wisconsin that, the positivity rates is, like you said, in the 15%. We're here in the state of Illinois at 8%. Again, all restaurant owners operate care about the safety and health of all their team members and guests. Covered faces keep open places. We need team members. We need guests to wear masks, social distancing, sanitize station throughout the restaurant, PPE in place. That's what we think. And if we do go to 25% capacity, possibly that all diners have to be in a seat. We don't want people standing around with their mask off. We get that. We're very pragmatic. We want to try to figure this out. We felt we've done everything that's been asked us by the government. 99% of the restaurants do everything right out here. We do not support bad actors.
Yeah. Are you discouraging, whether they're your members or they're just restaurants in the state that have said we're staying open, whether the government tells us to close or not?
We never recommend to any member that they should defy the governor's, rules. No, do not break the law. We do not say that. Never, ever go against the governor rules. Again, it's all about the safety of our team members and guests.
What else should I know?
Hopefully that, the restaurant industry is top priority is to provide a healthy environment for our guests and employees. And the industry has done everything that's been asked about, spending millions on PPE, air filtration, everything. We know how to do this right. We're a highly regulated industry. We get visited a few times a year by the health department, the building department. We do know how to do this right. And, we are, hemorrhaging out here. We need the federal government to step up with a stimulus bill like they've done in the past for the airlines and the banking and the auto industry.
Sam Toia, Illinois Restaurant Association. Sam, thanks so much.
Thank you. Did you get some sound bites there?
I got everything I needed. Thanks, Sam.
All right.
I really appreciate it.
Is this TV or was this radio? Because I
So